Welcome to episode. I'll do the intro this time. Hey everyone, welcome to episode 20 of LeftBench. To those of you that tuned into our little comeback episode, I believe we have 9 views right now. To all our friends and family that didn't listen to it, maybe some dudes right in this room right now. We have 2 spectators. We have our friend Joe. We have our friend Sam. You guys know Sam. Sam wasn't allowed on the pod this time though. Anyway, this is episode 20. Mike, quick question. How the hell are you, man?
I am good, just watching ball and working. That's about it. Just not much going on right now, but that's about it. You want to just get straight into it?
Yeah, life update. I'm fat.
I've been fat for 6 months.
It's a good life. So we have some trades to break down. Obviously, a really, really, really fun NBA season so far. I don't know about you, Mike, but I've been having a blast.
Yeah, I know. This NBA season actually has been really fun. Outside of just my fandom, just watching the Rockets as well. It's just like a lot of really fun games, a lot of offensive explosions from a lot of players as well. Like as of today, James Harden had 55.
Yeah, that was fun.
My favorite player of all time, so I really enjoyed that.
Yeah.
But there's been a lot of games like that. Steph Curry back-to-back games of 45, I think, against the Spurs.
Con Knipple, ballin'.
Nipple.
Yeah.
We had the Tyrese Maxey career high, 54.
Yes,
It's a lot of games of that. It's just been really fun watching a lot of these players just, go off. It's really nice.
It's been cute. Pacers not doing that well. That's fine. It's okay. Me and Mike. So with everything happening as of late, I wanted to get into some fake trades. This podcast, just obviously a lot of shit has shooken up, and we did some fake trades. We didn't really run them by each other, kind of like a little bit quick consultation. And then Mike, I don't know if you have any storylines you want to talk about. Obviously, like any surprises or anything. And I had a couple teams I wanted to talk about and stuff. A very interesting storyline that I couldn't find a trade for, but I think a trade should be happening. It's really hard to find trades, guys, with the new rules.
Yeah.
Which I like the new rules. I don't know your opinion on them, Mike.
I like it just due to the fact that it's
open.
It's open. It's very you don't know who's besides right now kind of like the Thunder are the top team.
Mm-hmm.
But that's just because it took elite roster construction.
Yeah.
And a lot of hits on draft picks.
It turns out you have to be good at your job to be good at your job.
And Sam Presti's amazing at his job.
Unless you're the Lakers.
Yeah.
But that was like the Lakers the whole time.
Yeah, the Lakers have just ran into luck a lot.
Yeah.
But either way, it's it's really showing the top teams are being ran by good GMs.
Yeah.
You've seen, again, I'm not going to I don't want to sit here and glaze the Rockets, but Raphael Stone's done a great job rebuilding that team. I don't know the GM of the
Sam Presti?
No, the Nuggets. I don't know his name.
Oh, well, it's a brand new guy.
Oh, it is a brand new guy.
Remember? Honestly, do you know who made the Nuggets this year? The fucking Brooklyn Nets.
Yeah, that too. But just a lot of teams just being built by good GMs, and it's really showed off. Like obviously the case is just the Thunder. Exhibit A, Exhibit B, C, and D is just the Thunder.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
Sam Presti's just done an incredible job for the last 15 years, 20 years of however long he's been there.
Yeah, since the Sonics. He was the Sonics.
He was there when KD and Jeff Green and all Russ were
Yeah.
first getting there. So it's been wild, but we can understand why he's kept his job so long.
Yeah. Anyway, Mike, hey!
Watch your water.
Got your water. Sorry, cats started acting a fool. Mike, what do you want to talk about first?
Want to get into these trades?
We get into trades right away? Yeah, you know what?
Okay.
Because then we can segue into so me and Mike did we hit the trade machine.
I got from my sheet.
Oh, you got a sheet? Damn.
I wrote them out.
Oh, okay. I just took screenshots. Looks like it's ISO Jack for a second. So anyway, we did some trades just because there's a lot of drama. Ja Morant, it just seems like he's checked out. Some interesting teams that I want to talk about in a second just seem like they're better without certain players. And then some players just feel flat out expendable. And then some teams have gone the complete opposite direction of what I thought. I don't know where you went, Mike, but
Sorry, we have an off-the-camera booth disaster here.
Yeah, we have a booth disaster off camera. Booth.
Outside the booth.
Outside the booth.
I'm sorry, fellas.
Anyway, I don't know if you did it, Mike, but I do want to talk about the Clippers at some point because I feel like they need to make a trade.
I didn't touch the Clippers.
They're really desperate, and the Thunder have their pick. So, just you need to start acting irrationally if you're the Clippers. But anyway, Mike, I mean, can I hit you with a fun one?
How many do you have first?
I have 3.
I have 3 as well.
Oh, perfect.
Mine were very I stuck kind of with 2 teams basically, but
Okay.
still.
I think I did different teams for all of them.
Okay.
The first trade is fairly. You know what? I'll do the most tame one to start off because
Okay.
I'm a Pacers fan. So I did. So Pacers are obviously.
All right, so we both did one with our team in it too.
Okay, nice.
I did one as well.
That's fair. The Pacers obviously really bad this season, but in a position to come back with a top 5 pick next year, and they're. I do it off camera. I do it off camera. Just farting.
Both a lot of gas going on there.
Yup. Boof and gas. Boof and but gas, grass, or ass. But anyway, so the Pacers, obviously the season's not going the way we expected, and I think it's going to be time to cut costs and prepare for the future, future final run coming up. And one thing you don't want to do is pay players that you have to bend their style to. And then we found out a lot about a lot of players. I think Jarris Walker might be on the move eventually, but the number one guy, I just think they have to get rid of.
Joe's gonna hate this
just because of the contract and everything, and just the timeline and all that. I have the Pacers sending Benedict Mathurin, a guy who they have to pay coming up, to the Dallas Mavericks, who we've discussed are trying to tear it all down and rebuild around their young core with Cooper Flag and Cooper Flag. So I have the Pacers sending Benedict Mathurin to the Mavericks and getting back Daniel Gafford. Daniel Gafford, really well-established center on a pretty cheap contract. The Pacers need a center bad. I don't know if you guys know who Jay Huff is, but he's really bad at basketball. And then Isaiah Jackson, he really can't stay on the floor, kind of unplayable on certain matchups. So I think Daniel Gafford would be a perfect rim-running point guard. Rim-running center to pair with Tyrese Halliburton. Doesn't really stretch the floor like Turner did, but I don't know. We tried to get another guy that stretches the floor, and Jay Huff sucks. So I'd say Daniel Gafford, keep him on the long term. And then I have the Pacers giving the Mavericks a top 10 protected 2027 first rounder, just because the Mavericks would have to pay Benedict Mathurin, but I think they'd be more than glad to take him off the Pacers' hands. Big Mike, I might have really slowed shit down there. Focus was bad. Anyway, how do you think about that?
I like that one. I did have a hand in this one.
Yeah, you might did have a hand in this one. Right.
I had a hand in this one because I brought up the idea of how the Mavericks will have to pay Mathurin at the end of the year and that at the end of the season.
Also, T-Mac jersey.
It's mine.
It's mine.
It's mine.
It's mine now.
Anyway,
it's mine now.
They will have to pay Mathurin, and that contract's probably going to be upward of 22, 23 million, I would assume.
Yeah.
With the market.
Which, the Pacers were unwilling to pay Turner $25 million. Rightfully so.
Yeah.
I just don't think they'll really break the bank for Mathurin, especially with how this season's going. If it was, in the case that it's just Mathurin's, he just hasn't really been on the court, and it's just Mathurin's hooping, and we're probably going to make the playoffs, I feel like they would, dish out the money. But I think you want to allocate that towards, good picks, someone along the margins like Gafford,
a steady center.
Yeah, steady center.
Who has also had his fair share of
experience. Though.
He's had a fair share of injury issues, but again, he'll provide some stability. Yeah, that was one I really liked. I'm gonna throw my first one out now. Mm-hmm. Anthony Davis trade.
There we go.
As he's been
2 Mavericks trades already.
Yeah, heavily conversed in the trade market over the last, especially since the firing of Nico.
Yep.
Nico Collins.
Yeah, Nico Collins. Oh, I forgot I did call him Nico Collins. That's a good callback, Mike. That's episode 10. Good job.
Anyway, yeah, but Nico Harrison got fired, so we're gonna they're gonna probably start shipping off some of these Asian guys a little bit.
Some of these Asian guys.
Asian guys. I don't think they have an Asian player.
Anthony Davis.
Anyway, I've got Anthony Davis to the Pistons.
Oh wow. Oh, this is spicy.
Emerging team trying to make a splash. They're top of the East, and I think they really want to capitalize, especially off the. Don't want to be too hurtful, but the Hallie injury and the Tatum injury are really opening a window right now. So I've got 80 to the Pistons. I didn't include any picks. There's probably going to be a pick in this anyway. Oh, yes, I did. That was a different one. I got 80, whose contract is $54 million, and he's going to be 3 years. Obviously, there's the question marks with his health. But, I got Tobias Harris, Jaden Ivey, and Ron Holland, and a 2026 first for Anthony Davis. I think Anthony Davis's trade value has dropped a lot over this last, I don't know how the fuck they got Luka for him, but I don't know how they got Luka for Anthony Davis, but that's a whole different story. I think his value has dropped a lot over this last 2 seasons, especially because obviously he's had the injury issues that we've been talking about for 5 years, it feels like, at this point. Dumbass. But, like I said, the Pistons, young emerging team. Cade looks like a fucking an all NBA player, top 10 NBA player right now.
Jalen Duren,
incredible, and that would move AD to the 4, like he's been wanting for.
It
feels like 5 years now.
Yep.
So I think this is a move that they would at least be intrigued by. I don't know what it's really weird on what the asking price for AD would be right now. I'm not really exactly sure. That's why I'm trying to. That's kind of just why I threw this out. I don't really know what the value is. It could be more, could be less.
Mm-hmm.
I have no clue. But what are your thoughts on that one?
So I hate everything about it.
Okay.
So if I'm the Pistons, the number one thing I'm thinking is, where does this trade take me? Okay, I know it's a weak East, but I think, okay, so I think with AD, 23-year-old Jalen Duren, who's not ready for the moment, and then Cade Cunningham, who has been in one playoff series, hasn't even won a playoff series. Say you get to the finals, which is entirely possible. I think anybody can get to the finals in the East, honestly. The way it shakes. The Pacers were there last year. I didn't think they were going to be there. But here's what you have to think. Do you think AD, Jalen Duren, and Cade Cunningham are beating one of the Thunder or the Nuggets? I don't think so at all. So why would you shoot your wad on someone like Tobias Harris, who has reportedly been very important to the team? Ron Holland, who is ready to go, man, defensively. He's just ready to play in a playoff series. All this. And then Jaden Ivey, who is a true point guard. And, we can debate on the potential fit in the future. But as of right now, he's a good facilitator. So you want Anthony Davis, who obviously is going to be healthy for 50% of the games. You don't know the playoffs. You're giving up key core pieces just for a team that I truly believe would get swept in the finals. I don't think, first of all, Anthony Davis, we've seen him getting eaten alive by Jokic before. I think, and as much as I like Jalen Duren, he's 23 years old. It's just not happening yet. I know that we've had, jumps and everything before, but, he's so good, he's ahead of schedule right now. And I like Cade. I don't trust Cade to do that. This is a huge ask. They haven't won a playoff series yet. The thing about the Knicks, they're doing win now trades and stuff like this. This is way too much of a win now trade. And then where are you at if you lose this? What if AD, is not healthy at all next year,
Yeah.
And then you don't have Ron Holland and Jaden Ivey, and not to mention Tobias Harris, but I'm talking about the future scope. I would want to keep, where does this trade get me, and let me keep my young core together. Let's keep building, kind of like how the Thunder did,
Yeah, my thing to go off that is, if you don't make a move now, it doesn't have to be Anthony Davis, but if you don't make a move now, next year it gets a whole lot harder in the Eastern Conference. Mm-hmm. The West isn't changing.
Yes.
The West, no matter what, this next at least probably 5 years, I feel like are just those top 4 or 5 teams are going to be the favorite in the finals. So you will have to make moves to even try to be competitive.
I think if you're at the point where you believe in your team the way it's constructed, if you believe what Cade Cunningham can be, and if you believe in what Jalen Duren can be, You are not scared of the Celtics and the Pacers coming back. You're not making a brash move just to be like, hey, let's knock off the Cavs, let's knock off the Knicks. Like, that's, like, you're not being like, hey, 80's fucking awesome. 80 is incapable right now of being the best player on a championship team, and he would be the best proven player on a championship team. Cade Cunningham, I mean, as good as he is, like, we've just never seen it. We've never seen it. And I'm not saying it couldn't happen. I'm just saying you're losing a lot of future assets, making a big risk for something that, and then you're potentially like this kind of, you know what this kind of reeks of when the Bucks traded Drew Holiday and got Dame and all this, and it's just like, you know, I know, like, and like Cade's nowhere near Giannis, but it's just kind of like, we need to act now. Like, that's what that feels like. And I feel like a lot of, like, we think about the great ones, the great moves, most of those moves fall short. And if I'm the Pistons, I have so much flexibility, I'm not risking that yet.
Yeah. Well, there's also the question mark of if Ivy's even on the team next year.
Yeah.
He's only under contract for this season. And then Tobias, same thing. He's also on his last year of his contract.
The move with most teams is kind of like sign him and then trade him later, though. If we're gonna if the move, like, I feel like the move honestly would be sign Ivy now and then, you know, because they do have the money, like Jalen Duren, Cade Cunningham. Cade Cunningham got an extension. Jalen Duren, I don't think he's on an extension yet. So it's just like, I feel like moves like that, I mean, that's just kind of like a rushed move in my opinion. So fuck you.
Okay.
All right. Anyway, so this one's a little bit more fun. I shake things up a little bit here. So, this one would be kind of a left field one, but I don't know if you know Luka. He got traded last year. So anything can happen. So this one, I have the Charlotte Hornets, who are just kind of stuck in no man's land right now. They're fun to watch. I like Knipple. I think Brandon Miller, if he can stay healthy, can do something. I like Cockbrenner. And I do think they have a good bench. So here I have the Hornets getting Tyler Hero, who is just, I don't know if he's a winning player right now. I think he's I think there's a ceiling on him. And then I have them getting Terry Rozier's expiring, which is now a great...
It's just an exception,
basically. It's just an exception, which is like a great asset. And then the Miami Heat's 2026 first-round pick. So this year's first-round pick. And then I have the Miami Heat getting LaMelo Ball and Colin Sexton. So the Miami Heat, in my opinion, started off better than I thought. Bam is playing best ball of his career. They're doing all this without Tyler Hero. And what's his nuts? Norm Powell, he's playing fucking ball. Jaime Jaquez, oh god, I feel so hyped. But Jaime Jaquez is back to, you know, being what we thought he'd be 2 years ago, you know. And I just think you have something. The thing about the Heat, though, you know, with Bam, all this, I know you have some future pieces. You're more win now, and I feel like Hero has a ceiling on it, and like you said, it's a weak East. But I don't feel like this is mortgaging in the future that much, because I also don't know how long Hero is in the plans in general. You're trading a first-round pick that, if you're making this move, you're hoping is not a lottery pick. And then Colin Sexton, who just can ball. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if it's really happening on a winning team. I think him and LaMelo have the same disease of, like, you don't know if it's winning, if they can win together.
Well, my thing with Colin Sexton is, like, he kind of is the Davion Mitchell.
Yes,
well, it's the same thing, which
yes,
they already have
right.
one.
You're right. And I did debate trading Mitchell. I would rather have Mitchell than Sexton right now, just because of defense. But I don't know. I feel like that's a off the bench baller who kind of, you know, he's been buried on bad teams for a while right now. But I think, you know, you and me, I think a year ago had a debate like if Melo can win games. This is how you find out right now. You know, if he can't win games with fucking Bam Adebayo, you know.
But putting LaMelo in Miami might be a fucking disaster.
Yeah, but also, you know, you know, I don't have a counter.
But he's been in Charlotte. He's been in Charlotte.
So let's see.
Hey,
no, remember?
Look cameo.
Go. Hey!
I was just moving her.
Anyway, Mike, what do you think about this one?
It's definitely interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how, like. First of all, I know that like little thing came out about LaMelo wanting to trade. That's apparently not true. He said it himself. But I don't know if the Heat really want to, like, I think they'd rather see what's going on when they do with Tyler Hero on the team right now. Like they've been, like you said, they're playing over their expectations that everyone had over the off season. But I think adding Tyler Hero to that could make it a step higher, and we might take them as like a serious, like not like a come out of the East anything, but like a top 5-6 team in the East, and like that's good for what we thought of they were gonna do. And I don't know if they want to jump the gun and take a risk with that, as LaMelo again doesn't play much.
Yeah, he doesn't play much.
You're gonna have that issue of like you said with Anthony Davis. He plays maybe 50% of the games, and we don't know if he's a winning player. Tyler Hero's had his moments in the playoffs where you look at him, he's like, okay, maybe there's something there.
Been to a finals, obviously not in this role, but
been to the finals. I think he put up like 40 against the Celtics when they won the finals. Yeah, I was like, there's moments of him where you look at him and he goes, okay, maybe there is something that makes him a winning player. Yeah. LaMelo Ball, I haven't seen that yet, especially because he can't stay on the floor.
So my reasoning is like, I do think if you plop Tyler Hero into this, he's not really a ball stopper, so it's not like it's not like it would ruin things. I'm just thinking, if you're the Miami Heat, like you're kind of like, I mean, it's kind of now or never in a weird way, and like I feel like this team is really capped. Like they were the 8th seed last year, and just kind of it would be insane just to be like, all right, let's do this, except Norman Powell's here now. Like it's just like, I don't know. I would just think maybe shake something up, and also Miami. They've always taken pride in being able to fix. Like they're the I can fix them team.
Yeah.
I can fix them. Like it's just like.
And then they can't.
Like they've always been rumors for Zion. Like they think they can fix it. Yeah, Dame. They think they can fix anybody in any situation. So I think they would at least be like, oh yeah, LaMelo Ball, of course heat culture, he'd do great here. And LaMelo Ball at times is at very short times has looked like fucking Magic Johnson.
Yeah.
Like so it's just kind of like, and he's kind of like a ball of clay. We've never really seen it happen, and we can talk about the disappointment that LaMelo's career has been truly, but if it's gonna be actualized, if I'm the Heat, I'm just like, man, Tyler Hero, he's awesome, but finals 6th man, like he's not like we're getting bounced in the first round again, no matter what. I feel like make an aggressive move, and then in reality, you're giving up Hero, you're getting Ball back, and then you're just trading hopefully a bad first round pick. If you're the Charlotte Hornets, you're trying to get out of the LaMelo Ball business as soon as possible, and
and add another white boy.
Add another white boy to your collection, but also Tyler Hero is on his contract's 1 year shorter and a little bit cheaper, and then you have the first round pick, and then of course the Rozier trade exception, and then this provides you with a potential franchise guy in Tyler Hero. We still don't know, if I'm not saying like his career.
He could be he's a building block.
Yeah, he's a building block, but also a little bit more flexibility in the future. I really like Con Knipple. You really want to see what you have with Brandon Miller, healthy, but also like you want to be able to be like, okay, like where are we going? How can we move off of what we are now? And I think dumping LaMelo, this kind of feels like a selling high on him. I know that you're not getting like the bevy of picks that you thought you would, but you're getting Tyler Hero, who could be worth a bevy of picks down the line, especially when in his last year of his contract, he's like projected to be like 28 years old. I mean, a win now team's gonna want to scoop that up, and especially since like he's gonna age better than like Zach LaVine and all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you like a win now team's gonna want him for picks.
He's got more playmaking, ability than.
I feel like if you're the Hornets, you're like, oh shit. The Heat have more flexibility to crash and burn. They're kind of like, we're in this, like, what are we going to do? Like, wait for Bam to get old. With you're the Hornets, you're like, damn, this gives us so much flexibility. Say this all falls apart. Let's trade Hero for what we can. Build around Miller and Knipple. Let's go.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, interesting one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I don't know, mixed feelings on it a little bit. I do want to see LaMelo in a new setting.
Yeah.
Like,
sure.
This last, like, it feels like 3 years now.
Funny enough, it's probably just not going to happen.
Yeah. It's just the last 3 years have just been like a headache. Because he is very fun to watch.
Yeah.
Maybe not a winning player, I guess. But, like, again, he looked like he got one AirPod in, He's just a fun player. And, it is a shame that he cannot stay healthy.
Yeah.
That's why these question marks come up all the time. We're like, we wonder if
Jeez, bro.
should cause him a commotion. But, yeah, I don't know. All right, but my next one.
Mm-hmm.
This was my wild one.
Ooh.
I had
Yep.
I had an interdivision one,
Oh.
even though divisions don't matter in the NBA.
Incest.
Not what I said.
Oh.
Where divisions don't matter in the NBA, but still.
Yeah.
I got the Mavs and the Rockets making a trade.
Okay.
This might not make sense.
Let me hear this.
I'm putting.
Amen Thompson and Şengün for Kyrie Irving.
No.
Oh.
That's some bullshit. But
That's some bullshit. Bro.
some bullshit.
That part.
No, this might be a wild one. It also might not make any sense because I don't know about the. Two of these guys are injured. I'm
Okay.
gonna put that out right now. I got the Mavs getting. This also can't happen until like December, I think.
December 15th.
Hey. Shut up. Mavs getting Fred VanVleet, DFS, and 2027 Phoenix first pick or first round pick for Kyrie and Dante Exum just to make the money match.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, 3 of them are injured now. Exum's out for the year. It's just to see the trying to get the actual point guard whenever Kyrie does come back for the Rockets. Obviously, the Mavericks are kind of just like they're looking to rebuild, I guess. And Fred's a little younger. He'd be a good vet like he was for the Rockets to be able to like.
He's more of like a money dump.
Yeah, that's really all it was.
Wait for him to get healthy. The Mavs would trade him.
And he's steady Freddy. If you do need to play him, he's consistent. Like
Steady Freddy.
Hey, it's his nickname. Don't come on. But he's a steady point guard. If they do plan to keep him, good block just to build up a little bit with like Cooper Flag and whoever the hell they have, because that team is going to look completely different next year. Like PJ Washington's probably gone.
You're building around Lively and Flag.
And Brandon Williams.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
No, but I think
And
it's
Benedict Mathurin.
Max Christie. Max Christie's decent, but I think it's just
He's playing good.
this is what. Huh?
Najee Marshall, you're right.
He's probably gone too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was my curveball. Just a wild one. Like I said, if Kyrie does come back, it would probably be around like March, February. Fred, April, like the playoffs damn near.
Yeah.
So, I think it's just like it'd be interesting to see Kyrie. Obviously, we have the history of Kyrie and KD playing together, but this team is probably more deep than that Nets team. That they had James Harden as well, but like you get past that and it's like Joe Harris you're relying on and like young Nick Claxton who was like
what's his name?
Yuta Watanabe.
Whoa, I forgot about him. Yeah,
Forgot about him too.
He was awesome. He
Hey,
was
this
so
motherfucker no ball.
He no ball. Cat.
Okay.
So this
Trippin'?
I can kind of tell that a Rockets fan made this trade, because if I'm the Mavs, I'm not getting anywhere near enough. Kyrie Irving was the second best player on a team that appeared in the finals a year ago, and you're getting DFS, who's not going to do anything for you at all. You're getting Fred VanVleet, who has been, a ball-stopping cancer sometimes. And then you're getting Suns pick that has a lot less value than we thought, honestly, because, they've shown, obviously, that they don't want to tank. And they've shown that Devin Booker can carry a team at least to maybe the play-in and stuff like that. I just feel like the value of this pick has been completely tanked, and it's a pretty fine team. It's not a disaster that it was last year and everything. I mean, they have Malawach. Mark Williams is gonna be something in the future, I think. So if I'm the Rockets, I'm like, holy shit, Kyrie Irving, and all we gave up is 2 cents on the dollar.
I mean, maybe another pick would need to be added.
I would want. I'm not even joking. The way that the Mavs are moving, the way other teams would probably want Kyrie. Especially, his contract's not ridiculous either. Like it's like
36.
Yeah, it's
36 and a half.
If I'm the Warriors and I find out that that's the offer for Kyrie, or I
don't think that was special.
But if I'm the Nuggets and I find out that's the offer for Kyrie, there's a lot of teams that would just outbid them on that move. I just feel like if I'm the Mavs, Nico Harrison isn't there. He's not going to take the first trade there anymore. It's just, if I'm the Mavs, I'm like, oh, let's see what else we can get. Just because there's going to be, hey, you fucking stupid ass cat, quit moving the light. Anyway,
she's tripping on it.
Oh yeah, she's tripping. She got into Sam's booth, but
probably band hit the ground.
She hit the pin.
Bro, what is going on?
Yeah, she's tweaking. Holy shit. She's getting bigger. She's a tiger now. But if I'm the Mavs, I'm tweaking the. But yeah, I'm tweaking the fuck out, After I gave up Luka for Anthony Davis, and then gave up Kyrie for Steady Freddie, and then the 26th pick in the draft. I know it won't be that bad, but
20.
yeah, I just like this makes it zero sense.
Hey, playing team might still win the fucking lottery.
You are right. They did. But anyway, I
That's
say
the-
no. I say I'm looking up all the languages I can say fuck no in, and then I'm sending the one that's most translatable, probably English, because it's the one that.
You could just not use the translator.
Yeah, you could say how many. Can I do my trade?
Go ahead.
So this is the final one. This one I really had to go fucking. I mean this one I went off the fucking rails for this, honestly. This one's it's fucking interesting. So the Timberwolves, as you know, Rob Dillingham just seems like he's not ready to play in the NBA and might not be for quite a while, if ever. And they kind of don't play him.
Yeah, no.
And the Bulls, they've cooled down a little bit, but they were doing really good without their starting point guard, Kobe White. So I have...
Giddy's the point guard.
Yeah, but I know what you mean.
Starting guard.
Yeah, they're starting guard. So but Kobe White has been a facilitator before, especially in the earlier Bulls iterations.
Yeah.
So one thing the Timberwolves are desperately missing out on is a facilitator, because Edwards is their only true scorer. Randall, but he's hot and cold. And then Jaden McDaniels, he's as awesome as he is.
He's been improving as an offensive player still.
Improving, but he's still defense first. So I have the Timberwolves acquiring Kobe White, who I think would just be a dream with this team. You can kind of. I would have McDaniels probably start at the 3, run a little bit smaller. Rudy Gobert at the 5, Randall at the 4, Kobe White bringing down the ball, and then switching it off with Ant Edwards. And then I have you got to do some moves to you got to make some shit shake with this one. But the Bulls receive Dante DiVincenzo, who fiery scorer. I think this makes the team a little bit more fun, because Dante DiVincenzo I feel fits in with the Josh Giddey system just as a proven scorer. Doesn't really need the ball to be dominant. Josh Giddey needs the ball.
Good off the ball shooter.
Yeah, good off the ball shooter.
Player.
And then I have the Bulls also acquiring. It's the worst of the Spurs and Timberwolves picks.
So it'll be about the same.
It won't be that good. But then I have them getting Rob Dillingham, which I feel down the line, I personally, I don't think there's anything in Rob Dillingham. I don't think he's very good. But if you're the Bulls, it's something to get a little bit excited on. You get a win-now player, and then, maybe we develop a point guard, which, point guards, they're kind of few and far between, true facilitators. If Rob Dillingham develops into what we think, the Timberwolves thought he could be, I think that's a valuable pickup.
Yep. My first thought is Kobe White isn't the facilitator I would like him to be for that team specifically, at least. Obviously, the Rob Dillingham shit, like you said, I don't know where it's going.
He's a net negative, though.
He's not a good. He's too small to play defense. Yeah. He can't really shoot efficiently.
And Kobe White isn't the greatest defender either.
He's not. They're neither a good defender, but he has size at least on Dillingham at least.
A lot more scoring too.
Yeah, way better scorer. Rob's just got really just the shiftiness right now. It's kind of just what he's built his whole
You're not so obviously I hear you out. If you're the Bulls, you're not making this. Hey, let's replace Kobe White.
Yeah.
You're just kind of let's get an off-ball scorer, a draft pick. Who knows? Wemby could just be out for the season. We know that. Yeah. And then I guess you still wouldn't get the better pick, so it doesn't even fucking matter. So I'll fuck myself.
Yeah, I think for the Bulls, I don't know. Rob doesn't really, like I said, Rob doesn't really do anything for me. Giddey seems like the point guard of the future. Rob would just be the sixth man, or at best, at what I'm expecting right now. And they've looked good with Kobe White right now. He has come back, and I think he's averaging close to 25 right now.
Yeah.
He had the pass on the game-winning shot for Vooch against the Blazers a few nights ago. He's looked really good, and that was a question mark I had when he was out. Because they got up to that hot start, and I was like, is he really the issue right now? And then he's just come back and helped. Actually, they slowed down without him.
Do you think they pay him?
That is the question. That's another question about it, too.
And that's also the question for the Timberwolves, too, because this almost feels like a one-year rental. unless you can get off of one of those contracts next year. Rudy Gobert will be a little bit more tradable next year, but I don't know if you want to do that. But you did draft all those centers. But I feel like this is just kind of like a Joe, I need you to take over. I need you to take over. I gotta go get.
Put the sub in.
Put the sub in. Sub in. Hello.
Sean Alexander jersey's coming on.
And a basketball podcast is
Yeah,
crazy.
you know. He's unequipped, dude.
Thank God.
I meant Thompson. All right, that works
There
better.
we go, Mike. I told you to keep it there, Mike.
I'm sorry. I wanted to lower KD. My bad.
There we go. Now it's good, Mike. That's what it's supposed to mean.
All right, Joey's first appearance got subbed in. This is the left bench debut. This is our sixth.
Hello,
This is
everybody.
our third man.
Third band.
What?
They call me Joe.
Introduce yourself a little bit.
I'm Joe. I like basketball, and I've been waiting for this podcast. And I'm excited.
As you can tell.
So let's get into. I am actually really excited. On his head. Let's do it.
All right. So,
Head top, head top.
how do you feel about Jackson's trade for that? Did you get any? Did you?
Refresh me a little bit, because I heard part of it and then I kind of zoned out.
I forget the pick, but it was Kobe White and I think that may have been the pick. Kobe White and a pick for Dante DiVincenzo, Rob Dillingham.
Yeah, I don't like that. No, I don't like it because you're getting nothing out of Dillingham. Like, you might
Yeah.
as well not even put him in the trade. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because he's like a building block that like isn't really a building block, kind of. Like it's just like, oh, he fills a spot
Like,
right
maybe in 3 years he has one of those, like, Ryan Rollins, like, oh
Yeah.
my God, he's something that we thought he wasn't. But
Yeah.
no one's going to trade for that and then wait that long. I don't know. I don't think that's realistic. I don't know. I think Kobe White has a possibility of getting traded.
Oh, so for me, for the Timberwolves, I don't see Kobe White as like the difference maker. I don't know if he really goes in there and changes like, oh, we look at this team as now like, oh, they might win the West. Like, no, I just think then because it's just not like really realistic right now for them to even make a run, kind of.
Yeah, I do think it would be fun to see him with Ant, though.
It would be.
Ant being the guard, not playing point as much.
Yeah.
You know, having that option.
Take some pressure off of him.
Especially with the scorer that Kobe White is, like.
Yeah, you can't always double Ant now because
Right.
Randall, when he is hot, he's very good offensively. Rudy Gobert, just whatever, but Kobe White, Ant, and Randall, and then Jaden McDaniels is improving as an offensive player, like I said earlier. That's not a slouch offensively at all. Defensively, you know that Kobe White's not a great defender, but the other four are pretty good. I mean, Randall has his lapses sometimes, but Gobert, obviously a 4-time Defensive Player of the Year.
Yeah.
Julius Randle, like I said, he's a big body at least. You know, Ant's a good defender. Jaden McDaniels, amazing defender. And it's just like, I don't know how Kobe White would really. He is like the small. He just reminds me of Anthony Edwards as well. Like he's just smaller, less like.
I see what you mean.
Like he's just that type of like, oh, I need the. I'm just gonna score.
Let me throw this out there and then I'll let Jack hop back on. Random question. What's Rui Hachimura's contract right now? What's he on right now? Because I feel like seeing him go somewhere would be really fun. I think he has a lot of potential. I mean, not like potential like people haven't seen it. He's been playing great, but
3 year, $51 million.
Shit.
He makes 17 a year.
all right, Jack, you can hop on. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Joey.
Joe.
He did pretty good. It was good.
Well, hey, he does know more basketball than me, so we might have Joe hop on. You know more than Sam, so we might have Joe hop on a couple times. Anyway, I didn't know Hachimura was getting paid that much.
Yeah, he got.
So
he got an extension.
Gafford's on a better contract than Hachimura.
Yeah.
I'd rather have Gafford.
See, I don't know. Gafford gets hurt a lot. I can't really say that confidently that I'd rather have Gafford. But for the Lakers, maybe because they don't have a fucking center.
You're right.
Because Aiton's just like, eh.
Oh, we should have done that in the trade. They need to get Gafford. Pacers are gonna get.
That's for another. That's for another episode. We can do that
Yeah.
again.
Anyway, any teams you want to talk about? It's been a fun season.
Oh, I had another trade.
You did?
Yeah, I had 3. You said you had 3.
Oh, I thought you did. Okay, yeah, do it.
Well, okay, so with the 80 win, you already shit on that, so this one's probably not going to go well either.
Yeah.
Because it's, again, to the Pistons. Player's a little younger, and not as many question marks about himself. But I have Lauri Markkanen to the Pistons.
I tried it. I couldn't find it.
I got a fit.
Okay.
I don't know how realistic it is. I didn't put any picks on here. There will probably need to be some picks in here for the Jazz. But I have Lauri Markkanen. That's it for the Pistons.
Yes.
Tobias Harris, just because of the money.
Mm-hmm.
Karis LeVert is making $14 million a year.
Mm-hmm.
This is the problem, is that I don't think the Jazz are really getting enough here.
Yeah.
Now that I'm looking back at it.
Mhm.
But if they throw like a pick or two, a first round pick or 2 in here, then I think they can start talking. I also have Ron Holland in this trade. So I think the problem with the Jazz would be, I think they'd want a little more, maybe like Ivy, or like you're not getting a Star Thompson, but like something of like more stature of like a building block for them. They've also just been terrible at developing their talent, so it might not even matter. But Keontae George has looked really good. But other than that, I love Keontae George.
Keontae George, I mean, he's like, he's a starting point guard.
He's
like,
really been
real.
fun.
He's for real.
But he's looked really good, and then it's just like Ace Bailey's gotten off to a really slow start to what I expected.
Has
from
shown
him.
flashes.
He's shown flashes, but it's just like trading Lauri Markkanen would open up that spot for him.
Yes.
Like, give him that time, like, be able to actually let him play. Bryce Sensabaugh's been good.
Can I say one thing?
Yeah,
Go ahead.
for it. Mike.
Joey cameo again.
I think, I'm coming back in real quick. I think they need to build around Markkanen. I think he is so good, and he's been playing so good.
Mm-hmm.
I think it would be so fun to not trade him, but take him and then build players around, which I know they haven't been good at building their talent. But
they haven't been trying really though.
it would be so like Keontae
playing for
George.
the future.
I mean, you might have to give up Keontae.
Then I'm hanging up the phone.
I'm not giving him shit.
I'm hanging up the phone.
I don't want to give him up. I don't want to give him.
Wait, for who? What are you giving up Keontae George for?
I'm saying if you keep Markkanen
and
you look for better players to build around, you would probably have to give
More
him
No, I think
players,
I think you lose Walker Kessler.
Yeah, but you can do that.
You can deal with that
Can
though.
they trade him? Like
His face
Well,
is
he's hurt.
punchable. Like
Yeah.
he's a piece of shit.
yeah.
Sorry. Go ahead.
But I think I just don't know, because like Markkanen, I believe, is like 29. I think
I think he's 28.
28 or 29.
Yeah.
And he is been on teams this it's just been depressing to watch sometimes, where like he'll go off. I think he had his career high this year too.
Yeah.
Like 50 something.
So good. He's so
And
good.
it's just like, oh, they lost.
Mhm.
That's fun. They're 2-14.
Yeah.
Or like, dude, it's just been like, I know he played for some bad Bulls teams also. He was on the Cavs when they were bad again too.
Yeah.
It's just like, can we get him in a winning situation?
Yeah.
Because for me, I've always liked Lauri Markkanen's game.
He's good.
He's a very good player. It's just I would like to see him, like LaMelo Ball. I'd like to see him prosper a little bit and just get something going. But
Can I give my opinion? Because I have a lot of opinions on this.
go ahead.
I'm so close to liking this trade, but I don't. So first of all, this is one I know you're giving up Tobias Harris, and I'm a big Ron Holland fan. I love this for the Pistons.
Yeah.
Lauri Markkanen, I mean, because like it's not Anthony Davis. Like this could mean
There's
a lot.
not the
This could
injury
mean a lot.
question
This could
marks.
mean a lot next year, the year after. I mean, you could just. He's a great building block. I do think Cade and Durant are ready sooner rather than later. I don't think they're Anthony Davis. We need to win this year. Ready, but I think that's a reasonable thing for the Pistons. If I'm the Jazz, one thing I do want to preface is I disagree with Joey. I think they shouldn't win now with Markkanen. Markkanen's 28, 29. The West is good. You're doing. The West will probably be good for a long time.
The Jazz won't be competitive for
and
3
it's just
years
like,
minimum.
As cool as it'd be, like, hey, let's trade Keontae George and like win now. I'm not saying like you can necessarily have to trade Keontae George, but it's just like, so like, best case scenario is in a year like you're the 5th seed, absolute best case scenario. And I know that there's a lot of teams coming and everything, but you're hoping that you hit on Ace Bailey, you hit on Keontae George. And
you have
also,
Bryce Sensabaugh, who's
Sensabaugh
pretty
and,
good.
Hendricks is
Taylor
like
Hendricks.
he's gonna be a
Oh, Cody. Sorry. Anyway.
yeah, but like Hendricks is gonna be a rotation player on a championship team vibe. You
Yep.
know, so you have a lot of the pieces. I love Keontae George. He's someone I want to do like a whole episode on. Like he's one of my favorite players.
I haven't been
in the league right
fantasy.
now.
I play fantasy
forgot
basketball.
Fantasy basketball, but
I
but
picked him off waivers.
Here's one thing why this is not happening. Danny Ainge is the GM for the
That is part of it.
Utah Jazz. Danny Ainge has always been known to not move off players unless he gets this price.
Yeah.
Danny Ainge, I promise you, he's thinking 3 first-round draft picks for Lauri Markkanen.
Yeah.
And he's not thinking Detroit Pistons first-round draft picks.
That's
you know?
true.
He's thinking. He's thinking, I want to gut your team like I did, you know, the Brooklyn Nets and everything, you know, like that's the vibe he wants. He's not thinking, okay, because like I like Ron Harlan. I mean Ron Holland. Holy shit.
Got it.
I like Ron Holland. You know, Danny Ainge is probably thinking there's nothing to do with Tobias Harris and that, and then. You know, even if you do give up 2 first-round Pistons picks, which I think is probably as far as the Pistons would go,
Yeah.
because you do want a little bit of future flexibility, Danny Ainge isn't taking that. Danny Ainge is waiting on some team to get desperate enough. He's waiting on the Warriors to get truly desperate.
Yeah.
He's like, I want Kuminga, all your
They're dumb.
all your future draft picks, like all that shit.
They're dumb for not making that trade originally, by the way.
I feel like I love this for the Pistons. I don't hate it for the Jazz, but it wouldn't happen for the Jazz.
Yeah.
I think there's better offers out there for Markkanen.
Yeah,
But the conversation is that Lauri Markkanen needs to go to a good team. If you're the Pistons, I would be willing to give up more for Lauri Markkanen, just of how much of a proven scorer he is,
Yeah.
and the future piece he could be. Along, I mean, him with Cade and Duran and Thompson. I mean, that's a nasty, nasty fucking team.
Franz at 37.
And that's like one, like, okay, like, yeah, you're probably competing this year, but you're also competing for a long time in the future. Markkanen's game will age well. You know, he's not.
It has.
He's not a big. Yeah, but even longer. You know,
Yeah.
so he's not a bruising big man. He's got a beautiful shot, man. And then he's gonna be playing with someone to take off the defensive load like Duran, who is looking like.
And Isaiah Stewart.
Isaiah Stewart. You got Beef Stew on the team, who I would want if I'm the Jazz in that trade.
And Paul Reed.
And Paul Millsap. Remember
He's-
when he was on the Jazz?
Oh,
He was cool.
he's fun for a little bit.
Yeah.
All-star on that fraud-ass Hawks team.
Yeah. Pacers took the Pacers to 7.
Jeez, I forgot about that.
Chiefs are
Chiefs.
playing this Sunday.
Okay. Now we're off the trades, I'm assuming. You got
Yeah,
any,
I
any more?
didn't have anything else.
I'm done.
Joe, any ideas?
My league pass isn't working right now.
Fuck.
What's your League Pass team?
Yeah, who's your
Ooh.
favorite? Who's your favorite team, League Pass team?
I like this.
Sam? Who's your favorite League Pass team?
Why'd
too?
you ask him? Kidding. So, go ahead.
Who's your favorite League Pass?
I'm
We'll
fucking
do Joe.
with
We'll
you,
do
Sam.
Joe.
Come
We'll
on.
do Joe first. Joe
I
first.
said the Magic earlier.
Uh-huh.
I do like the Magic a lot, but dude, watching, I hate the Bucks as a team, but
Ryan Rollins.
Yes.
Sorry.
Pacers fan, by the way, just letting you know.
Yeah.
I know, but Ryan Rollins alone.
He's fun.
The Jazz are fun because Keontae George.
Yes.
He's fun to watch, but Ryan Rollins is just so refreshing to watch.
Yes.
Like he makes everything look so
Mhm.
fucking easy. Like that's a fun watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm at. Sam.
Favorite league pass team. Who I believe. Honestly, the 76ers.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah. That is a good
76ers,
one.
honestly.
Complete vibe change.
Like what you guys said, Tyrese Maxey, he like I've been watching him a lot and
Edgecombe.
Edge maxing.
Bruh,
Edge Maxon.
So good.
Edgecombe, but I've been watching a lot of Philly basketball and I like how they're playing right now.
Yeah.
So that's my favorite. That's my favorite league.
You got yours, or you want me to go with mine?
You go with yours. I do. I need. Mine's a mic drop. So.
Okay, I have the Toronto Raptors.
Yeah,
They've been so good
so
over this.
good.
They've
So
been like
Scotty Barnes is really coming. into
Scotty
his own.
Barnes, Brandon Ingram's fit way better than I
Yes,
thought
yes.
he would too.
I thought. I don't know if we talked about that. I don't think we even had the part of that happen. I thought that was a disaster.
So did
I
I.
thought that was a disaster.
And then they extended him
man.
without he's even
Yeah.
played. I'm like,
Yeah.
I was having real question marks, and now they're the 2 seed.
Uh-huh.
I know that probably won't last.
Yeah.
but they've been really fun at the moment. Emmanuel quickly hasn't been as bad as like how everyone has been shitting on him, and Scotty Barnes, like you said, been really good. Brandon Ingram's looked way better than I thought he would, and then Jamal Shedd, you got some juice with him a little bit. He's been really fun. Jacoby Walter, it's just been a lot of like. I think they are first in fast break points. They're just picking up the pace a lot and just really getting at you like quick on offense, and it's been really fun to watch.
My league pass team is the New Orleans Pelicans.
They
are so because it's a soap opera.
It's funny.
It's
with
a
them.
soap opera. It's a disaster, but it's also one thing I do want to talk about is like I think that Derek Queen trade was a disaster. There's something there with him. Yeah. The process is awful. And I think if you're just gonna if you think he's that good, you should have just taken him with the Fierce pick, which Fierce hasn't looked bad, but if you would have switched them, I'd be like, but Derek Queen's really fucking good. They're a disaster. Someone's gonna get their pick, and it's gonna be a top 3 pick. Derek Queen's so fun. Zero Fears doesn't look too bad. When Zion comes in, it's always cinema. No matter what. Even though it's 3 games a year, it's so fucking fun.
Yeah.
Like I genuinely do love the Pelicans just for entertainment's sake. And the one thing that makes them the best league pass team this year, they're trying all the time. Just because they don't have their pick. It's not like there's they're like like trying to be a disaster and stuff. Like it's so fun. What the fuck? Who's that? Oh, thanks. Hey guys. Anyway, Another cameo. Dakota, who's your favorite team?
I like the Colts.
There we go. She likes the Colts. She likes the Colts. Sam loved that.
Sam loved that one.
Sam loved that one.
Hey, go Indy.
But I want to backpack off what you said a little bit. That Derek Queen trade was very head scratching, obviously, to a lot of people.
The process was awful. 0 out of 10.
Thanks, Joey. But I think, we'll say this in hindsight in a few months when the lottery happens.
It's gonna be a disaster.
If that pick, I know they've been they're weird because they'll lose every game, but it'll be 3 points, and it's what the why was that game competitive?
Yeah.
But like I said, we could look in hindsight, and that pick ends up being 10th overall, and we're okay, that actually.
Power hindsight, we have to judge the process of
yes.
it, which was awful.
Yeah, but if you're trading that pick and it ends up being Devontae, you're all right, fuck, we should not have done that. But if it ends up being I can't even think right now, I'm not in the draft mode for the NBA, but if it's
a role player, a fifth man.
If it's a Jeremiah Fears of next year's class, where it's you don't know if he's really gonna
shooter with upside.
Yeah, something like that. You're basing off he's got tools. Mm-hmm. Instead of he's ready right now.
Instead of Cameron Boozer is going to contribute in a playoff.
He's gonna average 20 immediately.
Yeah, and now the Hawks have him.
Yeah. So it's just a bit. That's the question mark that's gonna last until the lottery, but we don't know.
What? Oh, you're right.
Fuck you, Luke. That was for Luke.
That was for Luke. Anyway, no, I really like Derek Queen. So I think the Pelicans also. I also think they might be the next Vegas team. I don't think expansion's happening.
They do need to move.
But I think New Orleans is it's a football city.
Welcome to Seattle.
Yeah, it's a football city. I think they're gonna do Vegas. I think
Seattle needs a team
back. I know
back.
they need a team, but financially, not David.
They have a WNBA team. What do you mean?
I know, but fucking Adam Silver doesn't give a fuck. He's damn, but they won it. No, the money's in Vegas.
They got a hockey team.
So does Vegas. What?
Why can't they just do both?
I don't know, Sam. Why don't you crunch the numbers? Ooh, fucking jackass.
I think the numbers are doing good, if you ask me. You know how much them fucking NBA players are calling them? Come on, man.
I know, but why would you... You're right.
But last thing on the Pelicans
why
is that...
not support the city of Seattle? Seattle fans on Gleason, y'all need that
one word. Money.
Yep.
So
2 words.
So you're saying
Money.
Seattle's broke? Yeah, they're calling you out. They're saying y'all broke.
Alright, anyway.
All our Seattle listeners.
Last thing on the Pelicans is that they also have fans yelling at Draymond Green.
Huh?
Did you not see that?
Wait, what?
What?
There was a dude sitting courtside. He was
Oh,
fucking.
that's him. They call him Angel Reese.
Yeah, he was calling him
Yeah.
Angel Reese the whole game.
Let me just say this.
That dude was tall as
You
fuck,
can
by the way.
edit-
Mike, come to the mic.
You can edit this out. Did you guys see the end of the game with Fears and PJ Washington
No.
last night?
No.
Dude, if you can look up a clip.
What's it like on a that's why I fucked you.
Oh, so I'm not editing this out. Like, this,
Okay, dude. So at the end of the game, he like Fears goes on the ground and he's like this, and PJ Washington just holds the ball over him and just stares him down, and then Fears like gets up and it's like a scuffle. But it's nothing like crazy, but it was just like
Alpha.
Fears and Najee
Zero
Marshall were
fear.
getting into it the whole fucking game. And Najee Marshall tried to go after him. But I thought it was funny because it's like a 19-year-old.
I can't find the whole clip, but I see them fighting.
And
Or
Marshall
like yelling
just,
at each other.
like going after him. Like they both got teched up. Anyways.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Thanks, Joey. Thank you.
Fight
NBA
corner.
beefs.
Fight corner.
NBA beefs. Alright.
Well, I can come on the pod for NBA beefs all
Yeah.
day. I love
See?
that's my shit.
Fight corner.
We got something.
Fight corner.
Joe's fight corner. Yeah.
That's
Hell yeah. Alright, we got anything else for this?
This was a good fun episode.
This was.
Stay tuned. We got another week of NBA action to judge off of. Joe will probably be on again.
Sam, no.
Sam never again. NFL episode. What did I say? Wednesday.
Yes.
They lying. Y'all see me. Or not.
I know he lying.
Or not.
Or not. Anyway, NFL episode. We got some big games coming up. I'm super excited for the games. We're recording this on Saturday. Oh, we're posting on Saturday too. So really excited for the games tomorrow. And then just a lot of NBA action. A lot more drama. Everything's heating up. Also, congratulations to Chris Paul on the wonderful career.
I love you, GOAT.
Anything else?
No. Sam, Joey, got anything?
Nah, y'all stay easy, folks.
No. All right. Bye.
Bye.
Oh my god.